Will China rise as a global superpower? Some analysts say it's possible that the Chinese economy can surpass the power of the US by 2050, but now she has gotten another golden opportunity to make it happen. With gaining control over the Vladivostok port, which has the capacity to transport up to 11 million tons of shipment annually, and the port also has a military base. China is establishing a strong foothold at the Vladivostok port in order to dominate commercial shipments and military operations in the Pacific Ocean. So in today's video, we'll try to understand why Vladivostok port is so important for China to rise as a global superpower. Let's find out. The port of Vladivostok is located in far east of Russia, which is approximately 28 miles from the China-Russia border. It is the region that China controlled for 171 years during the Qing dynasty from 1644 to 1911. From June 1st, the Russian Vladivostok port will be operational as a Chinese transit port. Located on the Pacific Ocean, the port sees annual container traffic of nearly 1 million 20-foot equivalent units, which will soon serve as a transit hub for domestic Chinese shipments from China's northeastern Jilin province to its eastern powerhouse of Zhejiang province. The transportation cost for goods will be greatly reduced as Vladivostok is only 200 kilometers away from these Chinese cities. That will literally turn the Russian port into a domestic Chinese port for Jilin, from where the goods will be shipped by rail or truck to the port with no tariffs. The port will not only serve as domestic hub for Chinese shipments, but also it holds the key to unlocking multiple opportunities that will propel China's rise to power on the world stage. Ever since the West started imposing sanctions on Russia for its controversial invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, the relationship between China and Russia is becoming stronger than ever before. Demand has subsequently risen for container ships from China's southeast coast to Vladivostok. China started recognizing foreign ports as domestic transit hubs in 2007 in order to alleviate transportation limitations in the northeastern area, which includes the provinces of Heilongjiang, Jilin, and Liaoning, as well as a portion of the Inner Mongolia Independent Territory. This place is a grain-producing powerhouse, providing China with its much-needed rice, corn, and soybeans. Transporting these bulk commodities over long distances can be a bit of a headache. You see, these lower-margin goods are super sensitive to transport costs, which can eat into profits as faster than a hungry panda munches on bamboo. But wait, there's a problem. Inland regions like Heilongjiang and Jilin face a major hurdle. They have to haul their cargo up to a whopping 1,000 kilometers by land just to reach the nearest Chinese seaports in Liaoning province. It's like a never-ending road trip. By rerouting their shipments through Vladivostok, they can slash the distance by a staggering 80%, reducing it to a mere 200 kilometers, which will be a game changer. Not only does this shortcut save time and money, but it also unlocks a world of possibilities for the economic development of the region. But here's the fascinating twist. These containers not only transport goods to Russia, but also bring back hefty loads on their return journey. It's like a two-for-one deal. Seeing the incredible potential, Jilin Province, a province in northeastern China, boldly made a move. They approached Beijing last year, urging them to officially include Vladivostok as a transit port. The port of Vladivostok has been one of the foreign transit hubs for domestic shipments from Heilongjiang since 2007. But here's the plot twist. Despite the growing demand for Chinese goods in Russia, major ship owners, both foreign and Chinese, have been pumping the brakes on Russian routes due to concerns over sanctions and mounting risks and costs. However, fear not, for amidst this backdrop of challenges, a group of determined containers is keeping the trade flow alive. These ships, mostly small ones owned by non-mainstream players, are bravely sailing the routes from Chinese ports to Vladivostok. They may be smaller in size, but they are mighty in their mission to bridge the distance. The strategic location of Vladivostok port offers China a vital gateway to the Pacific Ocean, enhancing its maritime power and expanding its reach across continents. This port serves as a pivotal node through which China can strengthen its economic and geopolitical relationship with Russia and its other Asian neighbors. The Western sanction is crippling the Russian economy. Its dependency on China is bound to increase. Bilateral trade between China and Russia stood at $73.15 billion over the first 4 months of 2023, surging 41.3% year-on-year. The Vladivostok port has helped China to increase its sale of electric cars to Russia and rising demand for electric vehicles. It has also helped China to surpass Japan as the world's leading automobile exporter in the first quarter of 2023. The economic sanctions imposed on Russia had a negative impact on the Russian auto industry. Global automakers, including Toyota and Volkswagen, shut down their factories and withdrew from the Russian market, creating a void that Chinese automakers have been able to fill. According to the data released by the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers, automobile exports in the month of January to March saw a whopping jump of 58% from the previous year. The country exported 1.7 million units during the quarter as opposed to 950,000 vehicles exported by Japan. While Belgium, Australia, and Thailand remained the top destination for China-manufactured electric vehicles, Russia emerged as the top export destination for all Chinese-made vehicles. Exports to Russia tripled from the previous year. Chinese automakers, such as Chery Automobile and Great Wall Motor, have expanded their operations in Russia to capitalize on the opportunities created by the withdrawal of global automakers. Chery Automobile, in particular, is reported to be backed by entities linked to the Chinese Communist Party. China also exported nearly 30,000 trucks to Russia, and they could be used for military purposes. It is almost 7 times the volume compared to last year. But the Chinese Customs Administration said that it's mutually beneficial and win-win cooperation model to support Russia to overcome its economic crisis. China had overtaken the U.S. in 2009 as the world's largest market for new vehicles. The growth spurt in Chinese auto exports is expected to continue in the present quarter as the Chinese government has given tax incentives to help the domestic electric vehicle industry grow. The shift to electrics has fueled China's rise as an auto exporting power. First quarter exports of new vehicles, which include EVs, soared 93% on the year to 380,000 units. New energy vehicles accounted for roughly 40% of China's overall auto exports. In the vast landscape of global trade, China has emerged as the undeniable titan, reigning as the largest exporter in the world. But behind this remarkable feat lies a pivotal player that often goes unnoticed, the humble port and its mighty cargo ships. It is within these maritime gateways that China's grand plan unfolds, and the port of Vladivostok takes center stage. China intends to revolutionize its export sector by using the potential of Vladivostok port, cutting shipping costs and customs with each vessel that sets sail. The impact on China's economy is nothing short of spectacular, potentially saving billions of dollars. It is a financial bonanza that has the potential to change the fate of nations. The port of Vladivostok becomes a beacon of opportunity, a gateway to global success for Chinese businesses both large and small. The potential for increased trade, expanded markets, and thriving industries is boundless. As the world embraces the allure of China's cost-efficient exports, the nation's economic prowess soars to new heights, forging a path towards becoming a supreme world power that can suppress the U.S. cunning interests in Asia. Tycoon territory.